talked about how getting all of this, and then wins and biggest challenges. Biggest challenges, how do we get everybody to do their life vision? How do we get them to discover that? And then segment 3 is personality masteries.
Should we just dive into that? Maybe that would be a way to connect?
I think I think you're right, and I think integrating personality masteries into why does each personality, what would motivate each personality to discover their life vision, and why is their personality, why are they going to gain so much benefit from this? And so, tell you what, why don't you go totally outside your box?
Yep.
And I'll go totally outside mine.
Right.
You cover the expressive and amiable.
Okay.
And then I'll cover the driver and analytic.
Okay, great. Okay, so the wavy line is the expressive. Loves to have fun, doesn't like things that are boring. It's a constant party. Everybody dance now. That's what they like to do. That's what they do. Okay?
He did pretty good on that. If you guys would have had me doing it, because he's not.
I'm not.
He's not.
I worked on it all night long.
I mean, if I would have done it,
I was stressing out that I had to do that.
We wouldn't have gone anywhere else other than that. So I'm glad you did it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. That took a lot of energy out of me to do that. Okay. So the person that's excited about doing stuff is like, well, what's the most fun that you love having? What do you love to do? What do you, I mean, just really ramp it up. Like, man, if you could have this amazing life, what would it be? And maybe it's the tone we use with the expressive. And it's drawing them out. It's like, you like having fun? You like, what do you like doing? Oh, I love doing this and I love doing that. Well, tell me why you love doing that. Oh, I love doing it because if I can go out and do this, then I just feel jacked up and I just feel so excited.
So Ed has a lot of parties at his house. And people are just attracted to Ed's parties. My guess is, Amy, that there's a lot of your friends and your connections, individuals from China, that would enjoy going over to Ed's house for a party.
Yeah.
And I wonder, I wonder if we combine, so we have a party, and then I wonder if you match people up with, one other person that you know pretty well.
Sure.
So who do you know pretty well? And then you write down their passions.
Right, what you perceive that they like to do. Right.
And then they write down your passions.
Okay.
And so you're writing down, and then you exchange, and then they can take and cross it out or change it or whatever they want to do. And then what do you do? What do you do after that? Okay. Okay. So the expressive. So they would go to a party.
Right.
They would have fun. It's something exciting. They would love to get up. And so, is there any expressives here today that'd like to go ahead and share their, life vision and get up and dance for us? Probably a lot of expressives would enjoy doing something.
Right.
Which
makes these people cringe.
Right.
And these people right here are flipping out.
Right. But subconsciously
they want to.
They want to be. How come I'm not up there doing the dance? Like I should be up there.
Right.
How come I'm not?
Right.
But I'm glad they're doing it because I'd be just totally.
Yeah, embarrassed. Totally embarrassed. So.
The analytical is telling him what he's doing wrong.
That's right. Of course he is. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. The amiable never wants to have conflict with people. They want unity. They want people to feel included. They're the person you want to receive a hug from because they really mean it. They really do care about people. And to draw an amiable, I think an amiable needs a one-on-one. This is not a party atmosphere for the amiable. As soon as there's a party, you can tell the personalities immediately because the drivers and expressives usually are in the center. And I find, this is just me, I find that the analytics and the amiables start to get to every corner there is in the room and find the one-on-one naturally. So if you have something that's very inclusive, that's very calm, that does not move fast, It's a lot of listening and asking questions. Amiable, I think, would, I know what, it would be a one-on-one, would that be like a, can we go out to
Yeah,
coffee?
See, I wonder, I mean, it could be coffee, like at the party, like what's the name of the party? Like Light Vision party, that's too serious.
Right,
But a personality party?
personality party. That's, we'll
See-
draw people.
See, I would think a personality party would be something that would be fun for all personalities.
Right,
Like, I think all of them would be drawn in,
of course.
because people are intrigued
Because,
by theirs and others.
right, so the expressives, we gotta separate them, because if they all get together, they're just entertaining each other, right? But we need to get expressives and amiables together in a way that will help each other draw out. Now, the expressives will like the other expressives, but they're gonna fall in love with the analytics.
Right, so we tend to like other people that are like us, and we tend to fall in love with people that are opposite of us. So the amiable, they will do their life vision not so much for them, because they don't want to be the center of attention.
To the other person.
They will do it for the other person, for a spouse, or for a child, or for a friend, a family member. So they will do it for somebody else's benefit,
Mm.
not their own.
And don't you think they'd be the best at doing it? Because they may have the greatest insights into the other personalities, because it's often the people that don't talk a lot that should be talking a lot more, because they've got a lot more to say.
Yeah. So those are the two. Those tend to be, you know, so the expressive, these are people, this is task. The expressive is more assertive people. The amiable is less assertive people. So Kevin covered these two.
So Mark, go ahead and cover the driver and the analytic for us.
So the driver, they're going to probably have a big life vision. One that many people would say, it's impossible, you'll never do that. They will set something stratospheric. They will set something BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. They will set something that's going to keep them busy and driven their entire life. So, if you have somebody in a group, in a success circle of 12, that's a driver, so Indiana, the Indiana Coffee Connection, they're struggling to find a level 4 frequency. A level 4 frequency is going to be the driver frequency, tend to be more the driver frequency, so the pyramid and the out of control. And so these are the ones that will push. These are the ones that will have a big vision, bigger than the group. These individuals, when you have an expressive with a driver, the expressive is going to have more fun in the long term. The amiables are going to be more people to connect with, and the analytic, the driver needs the analytic so they don't blow something up, at least more than what they should be blowing up. And so the driver is going to, like, their goal in life, they're interested in their goal in life. The driver is often highly misunderstood. Oh, we're out there.
Yeah, probably the most misunderstood of all four.
Right. I mean, my relationships, okay, with all the drivers I know
Right.
in my life, I mean, they are just so misunderstood. Like, in my experience with them, the drivers I know, they are the most loving, they are the most giving, they are just, but they don't, people don't see that. Like, you have to,
What do they see?
mean, nasty,
Oh,
uncaring, unloving, arrogant,
but in reality,
Sometimes a jerk.
jerk.
jerk, okay, right? But in reality,
Totally not.
right.
See, what they do is they see the potential of all of these, and they want to help them get there, and they do it through force. The ones I know are still learning that often is not an effective way to move people, but then they try other ways too, and so it gives them, hope, it gives them hope, it gives them excitement, it gives them passion, it gives them consistency, it gives them commitment. So that would be the driver personality.
Okay, what about the analytic?
The analytic, their strengths, they tend to, one of their strengths of the analytic is they tend to like to dot their I's, cross their T's, make sure things are done properly in order. One of their weaknesses is they like to dot their I's, cross their T's, make sure things are done properly in order. Our greatest strength is our greatest weakness, and our greatest weakness is just our greatest strength misapplied as taking a strength and carrying it too far. So why would an analytic set out to discover their life vision? Why they were put on this planet? They would do that because it's what they're supposed to do. It's a checklist. It's like, so when you start a success circle of 12, one of the things on the checklist is to discover your life vision. So I'm doing, they're often, like this is often the firstborn, this is often the lastborn, these are second or middle children. Firstborn is often the ones that, like they actually believe that the rules were put there for a reason and you're supposed to follow the rules. So that's typically the firstborn. The lastborn just totally ignores all the rules. Like they don't even know what the rules are. The secondborn will tend to go ahead and believe that the rules are for everybody else, but not for them. And the amiable will pretend to follow the rules, but they won't.
So they're not passive aggressive, are they?
I would say no. And so they will do it because it makes sense. It's a linear process. It helps them to accomplish what they want to accomplish.
Excellent.
Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right.